Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Engineer Kinzanu Mangi and we have another topic that is bar chart in Excel sheet. So let's define what is the bar chart. A bar chart in Excel is a chart that represents data using horizontal bars. Okay. The length of each bar shows the value of a category, making it easy to compare different items. For example, you can use a bar chart to compare sales of different products. It can also be used for the population of different cities. It can also help to compare irrigation water supply to different canals. It can also help us to compare number of employees in different departments. So simply a bar chart is used to compare values of different categories using horizontal bars. So I'll go on the Excel sheet and this is the example table which I have randomly picked to create a bar chart. Okay. First of all, let's select this column and we will go to the insert, and over here you can see near the recommended charts there are different options. So Excel sheet can give us by default recommended charts that we can represent or tabular data, but we can also use different types of the charts as per our requirement. So today we are going to because we are focusing on to the bar chart, that's why I'll go with this option over the top ribbon, below the top ribbon, and this one. Okay, so whenever you see the Excel interface, you may realize that all the tabs and buttons are having a specific small photos. So that's basically helpful for us and easy to understand what actually we want to find. Okay, and so visually I can understand that this is the bar chart and I'll go with the clustered columns. Okay, now this is the column chart because the primary difference between the bar chart and the column chart is that column is the vertical chart which is having series in the vertical direction, whereas if we want to go for the horizontal series, we call that chart as the bar chart. Okay, now because I have picked a column chart, from here I'll change the type of the chart. So let's change it. Right click on the chart and click on the change chart type. Now here is a screen has given us a pop-up, and this window shows us the different options. Like I said, this is the column chart having the series in the vertical direction. Now if you could see on the left side, there is a bar chart which is showing the horizontal lines. Okay, so these horizontal lines represents the so these horizontal lines are showing in contrast to the column chart which are vertical. These series are in the horizontal from left to right. Okay, so I'll go with it and click OK. Now you can see the bar chart. Now I'll make some changes in this. So the first change that I want is to format the data series. Okay, or to reduce first of all I want to reduce this gap. Which gap I am talking about? I am talking about the gap between this series and this series. Okay, why am I saying this? Because whenever we see a bar chart, we must follow a proper instructions, because when visually the chart is representing, it may gives us the exact look and for that what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the gap. Conventionally what happens is the bar chart width is spacing is kept, okay, bar width is kept greater than that of the spacing. Okay, so whenever you are trying to create a bar chart, you have to keep in that mind that bar charts, the series width must be greater than that of this spacing. But if you could focus on this graph, the spacing is more and width is less, so I'll change that. For that, I'll right click on the data series, and then I will go to the format data series. From here you can see this gap width. I'll reduce it and I'll bring it here. So when I am moving it, you can see that now it seems better than before. Okay, so let's again do it. Click it, format data series. You can adjust as per your requirement. This one seems too much denser, so I'll do slighter. Okay, fine. This much seems fine to me. Okay, so you can adjust as per yours, but what I have seen conventionally, this width must be more than that of the spacing. Okay, so now the graph seems we have now we know that how to adjust the spacing between the two series. Now next is the reverse these categories. Now say suppose I want this data which is at the bottom on the top, and how would I do it without changing my table? So for that I'll select the label, right click it, again I will go to the format axis. Now over here you can see this X below the axis position, there's a categories in the reverse direction. I'll check this, and now you can see the data has become reversed. Okay, and the numbers are shown, label numbers are shown on the top. So again it's up to you whether you want to keep these numbers on the top or at the bottom. Okay, and this will also show that data has been reversed without even making any alteration in the table. Okay, so the next thing that we can do is the data labels. Okay, so the chart design. Okay, on the top ribbon this is the chart design, and then select this add elements, and here is the data labels. Okay, so from here you can see you want the data labels on the center. Now when I am keeping a cursor on that drop down and on that option, you can see the changes on the graph. Okay, so labels are shown on the chart: inside base, outside, data, call out. So one benefit that I could see from here, that when I am going on the topmost ribbon in the design option and then clicking at the left side of the add chart element and going to give the labels, I can visually see that what's happening here. So for the beginners, you can use this option, and this will help you out and save your time and help you pick the right option. So I want outside and labeling. Okay, another option of adding labeling is to click this plus sign and go to the data labels, and from here you can see you have the option, you are having the option, but you cannot see the photos. You are moving the cursor, you can visually see on the chart, or you want some pictorially want to pick that option, it's totally up to you. So this is also a way of giving labelings. Okay, now coming towards the changing the color. Say suppose I want to change all series colors. If I'll click this chart bar series one time, you can see that you can see the bubbles around the each series. That means I have selected all series. But if you will double click it, you will see that you have just selected a single series. So it's up to you. If you want to change the color of the single series, you have to click twice. And if you don't want to just select single, you want to select all, then click, then again go on to the series and click once. Okay, so and then right click it and then fill it with any color that you want. Let's say this one, gray color. Okay, but now for example I want to change this series color, then I'll double click it and then fill it with the different color. Here you can see it. Okay, if you will click it for once, it will select all. If you will click twice, it will select the specific series. Another thing that I want to tell you all is that, for example, in the bar chart, you have any series that is estimated series, or you want to make it look different from the others, then what you can do is you can double click it, right click it, and then go to the outlines. From here you can go to the dash and then select any and give some colors to it. And so outline. Okay, so I'll make a bit thicker that it may look visible. So now you can see that these dash lines are bringing a uniqueness to this series. So usually when we want to represent estimated data, we give these dash representation on the series. Okay, so this is how we can bring the changes in the bar chart. Also, how can we convert the y-axis? How can we convert these jump spaces or this axis spacings? Okay, decide decide this width. Okay, so here we can see that the minimum is 0, the maximum is 12,000, and the difference is the 2,000. How can we adjust it? Okay, select this, right click it, format axis. Now here you can see on the right side, minimum value is 0, maximum value is 2,000, measure it's 2,000. So here you are going to bring the changes. Okay, so I'll write 1,000. Now you can see that jump between 0 to the next grid line is 1,000. So this is how you can adjust the minimum, maximum, and the spacing between two. Okay. Alright, what else we can do is the grid lines. Say suppose I want to delete these grid lines, but now because I have deleted this, I want these back. So say suppose I don't want to use the undo button, rather going to undo button, let's manually do it from the ribbon. So go to the design, which is already on the topmost, and again go to the 8 chart element, and from here go to the grid lines. From here you can select the grid lines. So visually I can see that I want to choose this primary, major, vertical lines. So here the grid lines are back to the bar chart. Now I want that my heading may have some changes, and that may be changeable with the changing of the data in any cell. Okay, so what I will do, I'll give it okay, so I'll go into the random cell. Say suppose I want the sum of the actual discharge also onto the on the heading. So I'll type here, first of all I'll sum bracket, and I'll select these all cell, bracket close, enter. Now this is the sum. Before it, I'll write that sum of actual discharge. So this is the sum of the actual discharge, and I want this sum on this heading. What I am going to do is, okay, so I'll click this, type the is equal to sign, and select this cell and click enter. Now on the top you can see it's 79. Okay, so it is 79,700. Okay, so what I have done here is I have changed this value. So, okay, so 79,700 value is shown onto the top. What if I want to bring any change here? So let's change this value into the say suppose 5,000. Okay, when I will change this into the 5,000, this value gets modified, gets changed. You can write anything that you want to make the changeable as per your requirement. You can do it. Okay, so this is how it works. So this was all about the bar chart, and it is a very useful chart when it comes to the comparison between the different series. Now you can see the different series, and you can visually compare different series by using this chart. So thank you for listening.